The story begins with Peter Parker running behind a school bus because he is late. He finally gets on, but other kids bully him. At a science lab, Peter meets Harry and his father, Norman Osborn. The class learns about spiders and how they created 15 special ones, but one is missing. The missing spider bites Peter. That night, Peter feels tired and goes to sleep. Meanwhile, Norman Osborn is working on a formula for super strength. The military wants it fast, but Norman warns it is not ready. He decides to test it on himself. After breathing in the gas, he becomes the Green Goblin. The next morning, Peter wakes up feeling different. He no longer needs glasses and is stronger and faster. He can climb walls. At school, Peter misses the bus again. At lunch, Peter saves Mary Jane when she drops her food. Peter accidentally shoots a web, causing food to land on Flash Thompson. Flash gets angry and tries to punch Peter, but Peter dodges. Peter punches Flash, sending him flying. He later discovers he can climb walls and jumps between buildings. He sees Mary Jane arguing with her family and learns she wants to become an actress. She leaves with Flash in his car. Peter wants to impress Mary Jane, so he enters a wrestling competition with the prize money. His opponent Bonesaw is strong, but Peter dodges his attacks and knocks him out. When Peter asks for his prize money, the manager gives him only $100 because he did not last 3 minutes. Angry, Peter leaves, but a thief robs the manager. Peter does not stop him as revenge. The manager yells at Peter for letting the thief escape, but Peter walks away. Later, Peter hears gunshots and finds out his Uncle Ben was shot by a carjacker. Peter chases the killer and realizes it is the same thief he let escape. Furious, he confronts the thief, who falls from a window and dies. Peter remembers Uncle Ben's words that great power comes with great responsibility. This inspires him to become a hero. The next day, a military team unveils a new robot suit for testing. Green Goblin arrives and destroys the suit and the officers. Time passes, and Peter and Harry finish school. Harry's father Norman arrives and is happy Harry graduated. He tells Peter to come to him if he needs anything. Inspired, Peter moves to New York with Harry and becomes Spider-Man, stopping crimes and helping people. The city talks about Spider-Man, some admire him, others criticize him. At a newspaper office, there is a debate about whether Spider-Man is a hero or a menace. Meanwhile, Mary Jane moves to New York to become an actress. Peter meets her and is happy to see her, but she tells him she is struggling and working as a waitress. She says she will think about having dinner with him. Peter gets a job taking photos of Spider-Man for the newspaper. His boss, J. Jonah Jameson, agrees to pay him for each photo, but refuses to hire him full-time. Meanwhile, Norman Osborn is told by board members he is being removed from his own company because of a merger. Norman is furious, but no one listens. A month later, Green Goblin attacks his company anniversary celebration, killing the board members who betrayed him and causing chaos. During the attack, Spider-Man saves Mary Jane. She asks who he is, but he leaves. Norman struggles with his Green Goblin persona, who says he is the most powerful man. But Spider-Man is a threat. Green Goblin attacks the newspaper office to find out who takes pictures of Spider-Man. Peter reveals himself, but Goblin knocks him out and captures him. Goblin offers a partnership, but Spider-Man refuses. Later, Spider-Man saves Mary Jane from thugs. Then a building catches fire. Spider-Man rescues a child, but the police try to arrest him. He escapes, but goes back only to find it was a trap set by Green Goblin. They fight, and Spider-Man defeats Goblin despite an injury. The next day, Harry hosts a dinner party with Mary Jane, Aunt May, and Norman. Peter arrives late due to his injury. Norman notices the blood and suspects something strange. Peter lies about his injury, but Norman realizes Peter is Spider-Man. Norman struggles with his thoughts. His Green Goblin persona tells him to attack Peter's loved ones. That night, Green Goblin terrifies Aunt May, causing her to have a heart attack. Peter visits her and understands Green Goblin knows his identity. At the hospital, Harry sees Peter with Mary Jane and realizes she loves Peter, not him. Heartbroken, he tells Norman. Norman kidnaps Mary Jane and a tram full of children, forcing Spider-Man to choose who to save. Spider-Man saves both, but Green Goblin keeps attacking. Spider-Man follows him to an abandoned house where they fight. Green Goblin overpowers him and threatens to make Mary Jane suffer. Spider-Man fights back, and Green Goblin reveals he is Norman Osborn. While pretending to surrender, Norman secretly activates his glider to attack Spider-Man. Spider-Man dodges, and the glider impales Norman. Before he dies, Norman asks Peter not to tell Harry the truth. Peter takes Norman's body home, but Harry sees Spider-Man and thinks he killed his father. At the funeral, Harry vows revenge on Spider-Man. Mary Jane confesses her love to Peter, but Peter walks away, knowing his responsibility. The movie ends with Peter accepting his duty as Spider-Man. If you liked the video, hit that like button and subscribe for more awesome content. See you in the next one.